Born in Greenwood, South Carolina, Mart Pearson Hill left her home state to attend the Florida State College for Women. As a student, Hill served as president of the College Government Association and chair of the Student War Defense Committee. She was a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, Alpha Delta Pi, Esterin, and Mortar Board. And she was elected May Queen. Hill graduated from the Florida State College for Women with a bachelor's degree in English in 1942. She married Lewis Hill Sr., and the two grew their family together. Over the years, Hill has continued to serve her community in Florida State University. She is the former president of the Tallahassee Junior League, former president of the Tallahassee Museum of History and Natural Science, and a member of the Florida Arts Council. Hill has generously supported Florida State, including the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Music, and the College of Medicine. She is a member of the College of Arts and Sciences Leadership Council and the Florida State University Patrons Theater Board. Hill was a founding member of the FSU Foundation in 1960, and she continues to serve as one of the only two lifetime members of that board of trustees. She has served for many years on the Dean's Development Board for the College of Arts and Sciences. And since 1982, Hill has been a lifetime member of the FSU Alumni Association. Hill received a rare honor from Florida State when President Sandy D'Alembert presented her with an honorary doctorate of humane letters. She has also been recognized as a member of the Circle of Gold and received the Torch Award from Florida State. Mart Hill's contribution of time, talent, and treasure to Florida State are too numerous to list. Today, the Alumni Association is proud to present her with our highest honor, the Bernard F. Sliger Award for Service.
First of all, I certainly want to thank the Alumni Association for giving me this award. It is greatly undeserved, but I do accept it with humility and appreciation. I first entered this university in 1938. That's 80 years ago. And before I get started on that, though, I do have a human interest story to tell you. And President Thrasher, I have a hurricane story. Dr. Doak Camel came to FSCW in the fall of '41. He came in September, and on the first week of October, we had the worst hurricane that had hit Florida in some years. Dr. Camel was from Arkansas, so he really didn't know too much about hurricanes. But he immediately took charge, and he charged that every girl had to stay in the dormitory. Nobody was allowed outside because of the wires on the campus. They were quite dangerous. Well, when the campus did clear, he attended his first convocation with the students, and he gave a very nice talk. But his last words were, "Young ladies, in future years when you think back on this day and think about the big blow, I trust you'll be referring to the hurricane." The years that I was in FSU, the most important ones were from 38 to 42, but those were strange years because it was for the build-up of the war and also for our getting into the war itself. There was a lot of military evidence in 38, even though we had not gotten into the war, because there was an air base here, there was a great amphibious base in Carabel, many installations all around, and on the weekend, many young men in uniform graced our campus. In 1941, the war actually started, and we did feel it on the campus. Of course, some girls were afraid that they needed to go home. Others were calmed by President Campbell calming their fears. But we would, when the war actually occurred, the girls immediately got into the war effort. The day that war bonds were started being sold nationwide, the girls at FSU sold some themselves, the first in Florida to do so. And I have a funny story to tell you. It's another little human interest story that some of you have heard before. I know you have, Sandy, but I think it's worth telling. There was a great buildup of military all around, and the first contingent of Chinese flyers that were sent to the United States came here to train at Dale Mabry Field. So the powers that be decreed that they hoped the community would welcome them with open arms, which they did. So the girls' school invited them to have lunch with them on Sunday. Sundays were the day we had linen napkins and tablecloths. I was a hostess at one of the tables, and these young men were quite brilliant. They were diplomats as well as flyers. But one of them said to me, "How large is this school?" And I said, well, there are many universities in the United States for women and men, but this is the third largest college in the United States purely for women. He turned to the lieutenant on his right and he said, this is the third largest college in the United States for pure women. So you see, we have a great reputation nationwide. 80 years ago when I started school, there were 1,800 students here and 15,000 people in Tallahassee. Now there are 44,000 students here, and probably 300,000 people in Tallahassee. My wish for this university is that in the next 80 years, we can come close to equaling the upward movement of our university toward greatness. And with President Thrasher, I think we'll do this. And I look forward to that happening to us. And I think if we do that, that FSU will go off the charts. And I'll tell you this, Yale and Harvard, look out. Thank you.